This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.
Hello, listeners. Welcome back to another episode of the Icon Podcast. I'm your host, Gianna, and special thank you to Sphere Rocket VA for making all these episodes possible. We peaked right over 100 episodes, and we're still just cranking them out, and we're just going to keep on going till, somebody makes us stop. Bernard, welcome to the show today.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course, we're excited to get to know you, and the best way to read a book is front to back, left to right. So let's start at the beginning, right? Who are you? Where are you from? What market are you in now? And how did you find yourself in real estate?
Awesome. Once again, thanks for having me. And by the way, congratulations to Sphere Rocket on hitting over 100 episodes. That's great to hear.
Thank you.
Continued success to that. So my name is Bernard Shamow. I am out of the Detroit market, Detroit, Michigan. I serve the Tri-County area, 3 major counties just outside the Detroit area. Been in real estate for my 4th full year. And last couple of years have been off and running. So seen some success, lots of transactions, and there's no stopping us now, as they say.
Of course. So you've been in real estate for 4 years. How many of those years have you been with EXP?
3 out of the 4. First year we started off with a different brokerage, and then we made the transition. Myself made the transition about 3 years ago.
Sure, and making that switch is hard. So tell me the story about how you met EXP. Were you skeptical of it? And then what finally pushed you to make that jump?
I was really never skeptical of it. When I got into real estate, a big influence of mine leads a team over here in a mortgage company, a gentleman by the name of Randy Gammo. We were with a different brokerage at the time, and we had some connections with some other big teams that had just signed on to EXP. So we had them come in, we had the conversation. A lot of the power players came in, and we did our due diligence on EXP, and what a great opportunity for agents to pay it forward and maybe earn a few extra bucks while doing it. So, with his advice, he's actually somebody that got me in the business. With his advice and his recommendation, we jumped on board through EXP and have been absolutely blessed to be a part of this brokerage since.
Absolutely. Bernard, what keeps you at EXP though? Like, what makes you stoked to be here and makes you say, I'm never leaving EXP unless there's something better. You're not getting me.
I think the biggest thing is if you really break it down from the core, let's forget about the monetary piece, the financial piece. I think the biggest things that really influence me for someone that likes to pay it forward, that does the training, that does the resources, the cloud-based programs, being ahead of its time before we even hit the pandemic, having those tools and resources, having the support staff, getting the recognition, and then being able to pay it forward through, iConversations, mentorships, podcasts like this. That's to start for sure, because that helps you grow your business. And then sure, you make a few bucks while you're at it. You get to recruit, you get to build teams. And I use recruit in the sense of you get to build your brand by helping other agents, bringing them on board. And how does that look like for them in terms of relationships that they have, and how can they leverage EXP to build their brand and bring on more agents and just continue to grow the brokerage?
Absolutely. No, it's an incredible company with endless opportunity on how you want to grow and what direction you want to go in. I mean, I've talked to people that make $8,000 to $9,000 a month just off of their downline, and that's incredible. And they don't have to even worry about selling a house. They can invest their entire time into their team. I've met somebody that is like, oh, it's my goal to Icon every year within 3 months so that I can focus on my team. Or, some people don't even sell a house here and haven't sold a house in 3 years, and they're just loving EXP and contributing to the culture. And I think it's incredible, all the different options that it provides to you.
No doubt about it.
Well, Bernard, how do you take care of yourself? You're a busy guy. You are cranking out high production. You're an icon agent. You said you're really into networking and being around others. So that being said, how do you make sure that you avoid burnout mode? What fuels you?
God, it's I think when you ask that question, sometimes you get a lot of the same answers, but when you're getting the same answers from people, obviously it's a formula for success. It's a proven formula. Getting up early, getting in a workout. I'm a big runner. And I think for me, it's super tough to disconnect when you've had 2 productive years of volume and you're looking to build a brand and grow. And how do you get smarter? But the disconnect time comes with the health and wellness. If you don't have that, then it kind of really slows you down. A workout is always good. Spend some time with my wife. We'll watch a show and kind of unwind when that disconnect. But health and wellness above all. Love to run. I like to play some golf. So I get out at least once a week during the summer and play some golf. That's my day because, we're working the Saturdays, we're working the Sundays. So, but everybody on the golf course will know what I do and what if I can help them out when I'm golfing. So I'm always under the impression that I'm always interviewing for somebody. So, but health and wellness, fitness, no matter what, getting in that run, getting in some quality time to kind of just.
Absolutely. No, and that's what fuels you. And I love that you found that. And, you have to find what recharges you. If you face burnout mode, it takes a long time to recover from that. And your clients, your mentees, anybody you surround yourself with, they can sense it. And it's incredible to have that self-discipline to step back, say no, and take the time that you need to recharge.
For sure.
And Bernard, let's talk a little bit about the Icon Award in specific. We want to see it through your eyes, right? So that first part is going to be, how many houses do you have to sell in your market to hit Icon? We don't have to talk big numbers. Literally just, I don't know, give us how many houses, like a handful, 35?
No, 35, 40 in our market. It depends. I think the first year I Iconed, I had done 50 transactions, $15 million. So the volume's all different. When you're starting off, you're taking business at 100K to $1 million to whatever you can get your hands on. So, I would tell you 35 to 40 for us to really get to that Icon status.
Okay, it's about average, I'd say, for. Yep. The icons that I talk to. Well, then the next part's going to be, to be an icon agent, you can hit that production and not make icon, right? That's just one of the first steps of the award. Now, you have to give back to the EXP culture. You can mentor, you can vet other icons, you can teach an EXP world, you could be a coach. Bernard, which avenue did you take?
So this year I switched it up. Last year I was part of the conversations through the Zooms because we had gone into a pandemic year. So whether it was a instructor or whether it was just as a participant, this year I'm doing the through EXP World. I'm set up as an instructor, so preparing some slides. Got 6 classes that I'm signed up for, and I think nothing more rewarding than paying it forward. So I'm doing a class, 6 classes. The title of the class is Experiencing the Journey. I'll do my first one starting in July, and I get to do that on stage through EXP World, and I'm excited to do that. I wanted to do a little bit of a different flavor this time.
Yeah, that's super sweet. If you want to come back on this podcast and kind of tease it and make some content to promote on your pages with me to kind of talk about what you'll be going over, you can let me know. This is free for you, so use it. Let's get it done.
I appreciate that. Thank you for having that platform for us.
Of course. Yeah, I'd be excited to do that. So then, Bernard, I want to know, I guess more on a personal note, what's your favorite part of the Icon Award, right? Because you get your cap back, there's stock options, you get to go to EXPCon and shareholders and all this cool stuff. You get a trophy that one of my icons said yesterday. I'm serious. She's like, I could kill someone with this. And I'm like, at least you're honest. I like where your head's at. I like that. That's your favorite part. Okay. But what's your favorite part about the Icon Award?
God, that's a good question. And I don't know if I've ever been asked that, but as soon as you said it, it instantly clicked. I would say my favorite part is achieving that status because, it provides 2 things for me. Number one, obviously I did exceptional sales volume. Number 2, I've exemplified the company's core values, but it gives you, it puts you in a position where it helps your brand and it helps your business. I think that's my favorite part of it. You're an icon agent. You've done a lot of deals. You're in the business. You're fashioned to do deals. It adds a lot of value to your business is my favorite part about it. No question about it.
Absolutely. No, you're 100% right. It does add value. And then, when people across the country are sending you referral business, they have a peace of mind, making sure that it's sent to another icon agent, somebody who knows they can get the job done.
Yep, absolutely.
And Bernard, for any rookies watching right now, say I was brand new to real estate, right? And you were my mentor. You were somebody that I looked up to. You kind of introduced me to EXP. So I come up to you and I'm like, hey, Bernard, I don't even know how to write an offer yet. I'm learning all the new things about EXP. There's 150 hours of training week. There's this, there's that, but I want an icon this year. What would you say to me? Is there advice you would give me? Would you kind of bring me back to earth a little bit? Or where are some areas that maybe you failed on reaching icon that you would say, okay, you want to get this done, fine, but try to avoid doing this?
Yeah. So I think that's going to tie along the lines of what I set up my slide for. And I gave a presentation on it last, a couple weeks ago. And it kind of ties down to this. So my title of my class for the EXP is Experiencing the Journey. And I talked to realtors that were less than 5 years in the business. And you said something at the end of your question was maybe some things you may not have done the first year you didn't icon. And I talk about experiencing the journey. So, you asked me what I do for wellness. And I told you. You asked me what I do to disconnect. And I told you. And you hear a lot of the top producers do that. But I think as a newer agent, you got to go through the journey. And I said it before, that journey is, days, nights, weekends, holidays, making your world all things real estate related, whether it's showings, listing appointments, phoning, prospecting. I think you'll start to slowly taste victory and start to taste success. You really got to go through that sacrifice in that journey. And then the success does not come in the form of monies. I think it's well past the quantifiables. It's going to be the refinements, the elegance of success, the stuff you start to appreciate. You start getting referrals, repeat business, recognition. You get respect in the
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Sorry, I usually try to mute myself. That one snuck up on me.
That's okay. We always talk about the resources being there and having the greatest platform, but it's all irrelevant if you're not putting in that work. And I think that's a lot of these people share. So go through that grind, live the real estate life. And look, that's not saying don't go golf on Wednesdays. And just let everybody know what you do. Do your yoga on Thursdays, whatever the case is. But real estate needs to be at the forefront. I don't want to say 24/7, but you got to go through that journey.
It is. You do have to take it to the aspect where it is your career. You've got to invest in this. And whether you're a part-time real estate agent or you're not really sure what you're doing in the industry, or you're just kind of wandering, and real estate is one of those things where you're a jack of all trades, but master of none. And real estate's the next one you try. It is a career. If you want to be successful in it, you have to invest in everything that you just touched on. So I can agree more.
Awesome.
Bernard, for those who are on the fence, and maybe at some point you were skeptical too, right? And they see the greener grass at EXP, but they hear the things in the industry like, oh, don't go over there. EXP's a cult. It's a pyramid scheme. You don't want to drink the Kool-Aid. Stuff like that. What would you have to say to either yourself when you were skeptical and sitting in that position, or somebody that's on the fence listening right now, feeling the same way, just like a little nervous about making the jump because of the rumors that other brokerages have started out there?
Yeah, I think just like anything, there might come skepticism. I think you talked about the grass not being greener on the other side, but I think it's a conversation that entails, what do you really know about EXP? What do you understand? And have you really been given a full understanding of what the process is with this? When you look at your traditional brokerages, the Kellers, the C21s, the Remaxes, and you talk about where they started from, we're kind of that inverted pyramid where we're part of that company. We are experiencing the success with the company, not only by word of mouth, but from a financial standpoint, which is important to a lot of people. So understanding how that's broken down, understanding the contributions the company makes for your success, and really dissecting the process of being an EXP agent and what the brokerage does to make you successful, not only from a financial standpoint, but help your career develop as well. So it really takes an understanding. You got to give me a chance to explain it. Don't just listen to the sound bites. Every brokerage is going to have negative sound bites, but deep dive it, understand it, and if it makes sense for you, let's take that conversation to the next level on how we can bring you on board.
Absolutely. And if you're watching right now and you're like, dang, dude, like Bernard seems like somebody that I would vibe with. Like he is somebody that I think would, get on me if I'm not getting my work done or hold me accountable. And like, if I set goals out, he would help me figure out baby steps on how to get there. Reach out to him. We live in a metaverse. If he's somebody that you feel like you want to work with and collaborate with, that's the special part about EXP. You can do that.
Absolutely. No
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you under the bus there, Bernard. You're like, damn, the people hitting me up.
Well, you're not throwing me under the bus. That's a big reason why I'm on here. Number one, I support what you guys are doing. I love the platform you're giving to the Icon agents. Number two, gives me an opportunity to kind of let you know a little bit about who I am and, talk about a little bit what we do and a chance for us to grow as well. So yeah, that's absolutely the case.
I loved it. And Bernard, we're coming up on just over 15 minutes here. Is there anything you want to leave the listeners with as we wrap up today?
No, not nothing that we didn't talk about. So I will leave them with this. I'll tell you this, in the Michigan market, and I think it goes for the majority of the country. I think that your biggest challenge you're going to have is the belief and thoughts you have for yourself. We are in unprecedented times in the Michigan market, and I would tell you pretty much across the country. And I think we've reached a time for real estate agents. There's obviously more real estate agents than there are homes on the market. But I think this is a time where the strong survive, and it kind of just ties back into everything you and I discussed, Gianna, and that's are you putting in that work? Do you have the right people around you? Are you surrounding yourself with people that are going to help you improve your business and build your brand? And are you doing what it takes to maybe get some deals done? Because if you survive the next 12, 24 months in this business, it's going to be a golden career for you, because it's super challenging right now. And I'm sure you've been hearing that on your podcasts.
The other day I heard something where it's like, even a turkey can feel like a bald eagle when they're flying in a tornado, and then the tornado drops and the bald eagles are allowed to soar still, but that turkey no longer flies. And first of all, I was like, this is the most bogus thing I've ever heard, but it makes sense.
It does.
So that's like what you're saying, that's the best way. Like, that's what it makes me think of immediately is, if you're a turkey right now, you better find out quick how to evolve into a bald eagle for when this crazy market, this tornado quits spinning and the winds quit blowing and you can't fly. You can figure out a way, but you're going to have to evolve.
No doubt about that.
Awesome. Well, Bernard, thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to catching up with you at EXPCon and shareholders. So be on the lookout for some mail and invites from me, and we'll stay connected.
Pleasure being on here. Congratulations to your success, and Justin as well. Keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks so much. Bye, Bernard.
Take care. Bye-bye.
This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success, and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.